what I'm going to say is I believe this with global leadership, all leaders, is today it's more important to storytell, to coach, to inspire as a leader, and to also be visionary, be able to see way out, because you're inspiring someone to go from here to there. And so you have to be able to see far. You have to be able to coach. You know, I don't think some leaders, at least in the past, it was about power. It's like, I'm telling you what to do. You are my robot. You do what I tell you to do. Not anymore. Not the future. We are human. We're not robots. We need to satisfy our needs, our emotions, our sense of self, and that's what the leader taps into. How do I motivate you? But how I motivate you is different than how I motivate him, right? And so the leader has to have skill. He or she has to have multiple skills. Sometimes as leaders, we especially in business and politics, we learn law, we learn business, we learn the principles of education, and we miss the art of the deal, the art of motivation, the art of creation. We miss it. And so we have all the tools around us and we still miss it as leaders because we have the power. Those books of adventure that we read as kids, it comes from somewhere. It's real. It comes from the ancient times. Like all cultures have their heroes, all have their mentors, but yet we don't use it. For instance, my favorites are like the great books of Lord of the Rings, right? There's the metaphor is the old man with the long beard and the pointy hat and the staff. And what does that represent? It represents wisdom. And what does he do? He uses his wisdom to motivate the unlikely leaders, the unlikely heroes. And I'm talking about Gandalf. And he motivates the little hobbits who don't fight, but the hobbits become the great leaders, Frodo and Bilbo, right? And they help the others who have power, like the dwarfs and the humans and the elves. Those are great metaphors, and they're easy. You know, they're easy. They're easier than going to school, right? But leaders need to, in my opinion, leaders need to kind of tap into that in themselves. The Greeks had the great heroes of Odysseus and Jason, with his Argonauts. Again, look how creative he was. Look how inspirational he was to go against the grain, against the wind. That's what inspiration does. If you tell people, they'll quit. They'll go back. The great Spartan king, Leonidas, and his 300 Spartans at the Battle of Thermopylae. It's a great metaphor for leadership. No, we're not doing life and death, but it's the metaphor of how he gets 300 convinced, inspired to go against thousands for a greater cause. And I would say that the other part of this inspiration, what are you inspiring to? What are you inspired to be? What are you going to inspire your team to do? And that's the other thing when I talked about vision. What is it that this leader, if the leader is the president or the principal or the business CEO, what are you inspiring them for?